You are watching Soap Opera Daily, your number one source for the Days of Our Lives updates. The week of April 14 to 18 will see Sami Brady slipping under the sheets with someone totally unexpected. Rex Brady is tossing out accusations left and right, and Gabi Hernandez is fuming. But before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe and tap that notification bell right here on Soap Opera Daily so you never miss the latest Days of Our Lives spoilers and updates. Let's get started. Before we jump into all the chaos coming next week, let's catch up on what's happening this Friday, April 11. So Xander and Sarah are out on a romantic dinner at the bistro. Sounds lovely, right? But not really. Sarah's a mess inside. She's feeling super guilty and trying to hide a terrible secret from Xander. She keeps trying to tell him the truth, but just can't bring herself to say it. So instead, she starts making up random stuff to confess. Now, here's where things get wild. Vivian Alamain is out of prison. Yep, she's already out of Statesville after Kate had her thrown back in for breaking parole. But Vivian isn't quietly leaving town. Not at all. She shows up at the Kiriakis mansion, and Philip is hoping she's just there to say goodbye. But surprise, she's not. She shocks both Kate and Philip by demanding her share of the scam. Rex is worried about Kate, really worried. He talks to Roman about her, especially since Philip is already wondering if Kate might have been the one who shot EJ. Now Rex is starting to think the same thing. And guess what? Roman's gun is missing. Johnny took it, but people might think it's in Kate's hands. Next up, Chanel Dupree and Paulina Price sit down for a big conversation, and it sounds like it could be about that second chance they might have to adopt Tate and Sophia's baby. Now that EJ's been shot, things might be changing. But let's be real, with all the chaos going on, it might also be about Johnny. He's refusing to visit his dying dad, and Paulina may not even know that he actually did go over there after all. And speaking of EJ, everyone's trying to figure out who shot him. Honestly, it might be easier to make a list of who didn't want him gone. The suspect list is out of control right now. Over at the hospital, things get intense. Sami and Johnny have a talk in EJ's room, and let's just say it's anything but calm. Sami's throwing around some truth bombs about the way the whole rape reveal came out. She's moved on, but for Johnny, that pain is still fresh, and from the looks of it, Sami's serving him a heavy dose of tough love. And now, let's jump into the week of April 14 to 18. Vivian is about to be a huge thorn in the side of Kate, Philip, and Sarah. If they don't find a way to shut her down fast, the whole forgery and fraud mess is about to explode. But here's the twist. They've got just enough cash stashed away to pay her off. So if all goes according to plan, Vivian will take the money, zip her lips, and leave Salem behind. Teenage drama alert. Paulie Jonas is furious with Tate, but he's not exactly calm either. He's completely outraged that she let poor old Doug Williams sleep in her bedroom. This blow-up is pushing Tate closer to Sophia, and yep, we can already feel a new love triangle heating up. Now let's talk about Sami Brady, because she's everywhere this week. She goes from making Belle feel like absolute trash to trying to soothe Johnny's broken heart, and then she ends up comforting Rafe Hernandez. But hold up, that comfort turns into something else real fast. Sami and Rafe cross a line, and yes, they end up in bed together. If Rafe and Jada weren't already done, this pretty much seals it. And finally, EJ's life is still hanging in the balance. But here's the good news. He's going to pull through. He's not dying. But not everyone in Salem is thrilled about that, let's be honest. Oh, and for those wondering, Dem Fuergel is doing just fine in real life. He's still filming, so EJ's sticking around for a while. Let's shift over to Xander and Sarah. Xander wants to whisk Sarah away on a special trip, something sweet and romantic. But Sarah, she's not feeling it. She thinks she doesn't deserve it. And honestly, I kind of agree with her. She's sitting on that massive secret, and it's clearly eating her alive. Salem's about to see some real action because JJ's stepping up and starting to make arrests. First up, Kristen DiMera. She's got a handgun in her purse, and that immediately puts her on the hot seat. But the drama doesn't stop there. Gabi Hernandez suddenly finds herself in the Salem PD's crosshairs, and that spells big-time trouble for her and JJ. And now let's talk about that so-called secret camera Rafe setup. Secret, please. That thing was massive. Like, how did anyone not notice it just sitting there on the sculpture? It was the least hidden camera in the history of Salem. But the real question is, what did it catch? Did it just capture EJ getting shot? Or did it maybe catch a glimpse of the shooter? a flash of a gun. We're going to find out soon. And that's a wrap on all the chaos, secrets, and jaw-dropping moments coming up in Salem, from wild accusations to forbidden hookups and mystery footage that could change everything. If you thought this week was wild, just wait until next week because the twists just keep coming on Days of Our Lives. Make sure to subscribe and tap that notification bell so you don't miss a single spoiler, scandal, or Salem meltdown right here on Soap Opera Daily. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.